Hi, my name is Plotkin, and I am excited to be running for re-election to the Westwood School Committee. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Westwood Media Center for giving all Westwood candidates the opportunity to film these messages. Westwood Media Center serves an important role in the community engagement, and I'm grateful for their contributions to our community. I've been on the school committee for 3 years, having been elected to my first term in 2018. But before I get into my recent school committee work, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a Westwood resident for most of my life. My family moved to Westwood when I was 3 years old, and I attended kindergarten at the Sheehan School, continuing through the Westwood schools and graduating from Westwood High in 1991. I graduated from Bowdoin College in Maine, and then from Northwestern University School of Law in Chicago. After law school, I moved back to Boston and began practicing law, focusing primarily on commercial real estate. After serving as the lead real estate counsel for institutions like Citizens Bank and MIT, I now have my own practice, while also serving as counsel to a Boston-based commercial real estate firm. My husband and I moved back to Westwood in 2006, right before our first child was born. Our oldest son, Malik, is now a freshman at the high school. Our daughter, Senna, is in the 7th grade at the middle school, and our youngest son, Zaid, is in 3rd grade at Martha Jones. As I mentioned, I've now been on the school committee for 3 years, and during that time, the school committee has done a lot of great work. As a member, I promoted students' mental health by successfully advocating for an additional guidance counselor at the middle school. I got involved with school activities, serving on review panels for multiple senior independent projects at the high school, and teaching 3rd graders how to be 19th century students with the Fisher School Project. But most significantly, I have served as chair of the School Building Committee since its inception, which is an interdisciplinary committee created to manage what is now the New Hanlon-Deerfield Elementary School project. Through the School Building Committee, I've been working hard to design a new school that will not only serve the students that attend the school, but will also provide benefits for the community as a whole, such as a new gym and field space for recreation and improved access to the hiking trails in Lowell Woods. But most importantly, I've worked hard to deliver complete transparency in the project's process and to ensure that all residents in Westwood have multiple opportunities to learn and ask questions about the project and to provide feedback on everything from the number of soccer fields we need to the design of the exterior of the building. I've said from the start that this is a project not just for the schools, but for the community, and I've worked very hard to demonstrate our commitment to that philosophy. Of course, the biggest issue to hit the school committee was the COVID-19 pandemic. This pandemic turned education as we know it on its head, and we had to work quickly to adapt and often making decisions without clear guidance from the state or federal governments, without a strong basis of scientific data, and without a clear consensus within our own community on any of the issues before us. I'll be honest, being a school committee member during the pandemic has been one of the most challenging experiences of my professional career. But as I've said in school committee meetings, I'm proud of how we navigated the pandemic. I recognize that not everyone agreed or still agrees with the decisions that the school committee has made over the past year. But even with hindsight, I firmly believe that through the strong leadership of the district administration and the dedication of our teachers and staff, Westwood was still able to deliver a top-rated education to our students this year in the safest and most effective manner possible. When I ran for election in 2018, I pledged to focus on 3 areas. 1, the social and emotional health of our children. 2, the school building project that was in its early stages. And 3, increasing community engagement. I believe that I've been able to make significant progress in all 3 of those areas, but of course, there's always more work to be done. That's why I am honored to run for re-election and hope to continue the work I've done for our community. I welcome you now to reach out to me with any questions or comments you may have, not just during this election season, but at any time. I really enjoy hearing from residents. It's one of the best parts of the job because while we may not always agree, listening to new and different perspectives will continue to inform my thinking. Thank you for your time. Even though my race is not contested, I hope you will still consider supporting me in the election on Wednesday, April 28. But regardless, please vote. Your voice is important and should be heard. Thank you.